I'm already online. You guys, I'm sitting here with a beautiful lady, Mama Mary. I call her, but she's called Christine Wendy. And she's my colleague. She's amazing. I love her. Mary, say hello.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hi. You know, Mama Mary really likes the idea of making a video. So today we are at work, but we don't have work. Actually, it's raining so much outside. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? It's really raining outside, and then I thought of making a video while it's raining. At least you guys are online. So tell me if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Am I clear? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Can you hear me? And am I clear? Oh, great. Great. Thank you. So you guys, I wanted to just catch up with you guys a little bit, and I don't want my video to become non-active. I want at least to be coming frequently so that my channel can go back to where it used to be when I used to make videos frequently. So, and I want to bring you guys legit topics, things that really happen in real life. You know me, that's what I do, yeah? So I wanted to talk when I was okay. One thing I want to catch up with you guys on how it went, because I remember I made a video talking to you guys about my business and how things went with I got robbed, and the guy I really trusted with everything, robbed me and all that. Guys, remember, I to jail. I mean, I took him to cell, to police cell. He slept in police. But unfortunately, I hadn't realized that he actually duped money from me more than I knew. So after I removed him from the cell, is when I realized that he actually took more money from me that I actually could account for, because I realized that, because he's an electrical guy, and he does things with electricity. So I trusted him with that job, and I gave him the opportunity to do that for me. But instead of, we have these prepaid tokens where you pay as you go. And my house initially, because remember I used to live in that house, initially it was postpaid, but we had to put the units into prepaid. So we needed 5 or 6 prepaid units to be installed in that place. So I gave this guy this contract to do that for me. But imagine, he went and brought dummy units, dummy tokens, the machine. I want to show you how the token look like. If you guys don't know what the token looks like, it's this one. So he brought a dummy tokens, wherever he brought them, I don't know, and installed them in all 6 units, okay? But directly connected these units with electrical from my main meter, where it's postpaid. I'm the one who usually pays. So the entire years that I have been in the Emirates, I haven't paid electricity because I know that I'm not supposed to. Everyone pays their own electricity. Little did I know that this guy actually connected everybody onto my own electricity, so that, and also the tenants, they don't tell you, because they feel like it's a privilege. Why should they even remind me that they don't pay for electricity? So I came to realize when the bill came so high, because now these power people, electrical people, came to disconnect electricity in my house. And I was like, what is that? And I'm like, everybody pays for their own electricity, so that should not be the case. But then when they came to investigate, of course, everyone was using free electricity. courtesy of me. So that was a bummer. Like, that was something that I didn't expect. I just wanted to put that by, right? So something else that I wanted to talk about is um something to do with, because I want to talk. That is why my colleague is in the video, and we look a bit cold because it's raining, so don't mind us. It's about women learning to do something with their own hands, learning to be independent, learning to just be able to fend for themselves, whether you have a husband or not. And for me, obviously, I'm used to this idea of depending on myself. And majority of time, you see the ladies, they always searching for men to bail them out of poverty, to remove them out of poverty. So just because they have their lady beats, they think that they are entitled to a man's money. But at the end of the day, I think it's very noble and it's a good thing if we all work hard for whatever we have. I mean, we try as much as possible, because I usually tell her, because I want her to tell us a little bit about how she felt like she I don't know if she's comfortable speaking in English or in Swahili. I don't know. But how she felt, because for her, she has a husband, and her husband is very hands-on, okay? Her husband takes care of all the bills, the children's school fees and everything. So it's very easy for her to feel very comfortable, not to want to do anything, because that is what her husband likes. I mean, her husband is used to her just staying at home and taking care of the household. But she had to actually feel like she wanted to do something with her own hands. So she was telling me, I want to see, to know exactly why she decided. So Mary, can you tell us, why did you decide to do something with your own hands so that you can chip in your household, even though your husband does everything? Why did you decide?
I wanted to be myself. I wanted to know something which I can do to have money on myself.
Yes. So she wanted to not have a skill so that she can be able to accumulate money for herself. Because you know what I told her, and what I tell all the ladies. Right now, you have everything that you have. She wanted to learn a skill. Yes, her English is not, but she's getting there, because she's not used to speaking English all the time. Oh, Mary. So I usually tell the ladies that, listen, when you are in that 5-bedroom house or 6-bedroom house, and everything is going so perfect, there's butter, there is bread, there is bacon, everything is so great. Your husband does everything, and you have those children, and they are all, everything is taken care of, insurance, everything. You don't lack anything, okay? You have a husband. You don't feel the need to actually do anything, because you are probably a housewife. Not that there's anything wrong with being a housewife, but let's just put it like this. This is what I told ladies, and this is what I also told Mama Christine. One day, sit down in that your living room or in your kitchen or wherever you like sitting, having coffee, sipping coffee, flickering your toes and feeling cozy and nice. Sit down and put yourself in a meeting and ask yourself this question. What if something was to happen to my husband right now, or to this man that I'm depending on right now? What if something was to happen to him that is going to deter, that is going to affect his financially and all that? For example, illness or accidents or sudden death. What if something happens to this husband that I depend on so much? Will I be able to live the same lifestyle I'm living now when he is here? Or will I not be able to live this same lifestyle I'm living? Let the answer to that question be the motivation for you to wake up and start working and putting away some money somewhere. Always in life, we have to prepare for the worst. That is what I know, you know. I know that a lot of girls, they are looking for men who are rich out here, and they depend on their bodies to have whatever they want to have out of life, because they feel like they are beautiful and they have it. Any man want them, and any man would pay for them. They would even have 3-4 men at the same time. But ask yourself that, what if something happens and karma catches with you, and then maybe these men find out that you are dodging each other and killing happens. Maybe because of anger, because of rage, somebody kills somebody, you know, or you get killed in the process. So I think we all, men and women, we are created with, we are able bodies. We have the mind, we have the mentality, and we can be able to make something small out of, with our hands, and make money. Right now, she makes money. She's working here and she's making money, however little may be. She saves it, you know, and she have her own goals and dreams. Despite the fact that she have the most loving and amazing husband, she feels the need to actually work as well, you know. And at first her husband was not okay with the idea of him coming back home and not finding her in the house, because he was always used to finding her home, everything ready for him, But she had to train her husband, telling him, honey, listen, I have to work, and get used to the idea of me working too. So if you come home, stay at home, because at first she was very afraid. Even when we were at work, she kept saying, oh my God, my husband, my husband, my husband. So I used to ask myself, am I going to work with this lady really? Because, you know, she was telling me that by 6 o'clock she has to go home to her husband, because she don't want to upset her husband. So I used to feel like sometimes we get clients past 6 o'clock. So what if I have clients past 6 o'clock? Is she going to leave the clients hanging because she has to run to her husband, or what? So at first I used to tell her, you know what, just go to your husband, because I don't want drama. I don't want to break anybody's marriage, okay? Finding good men out here is not easy. So when you find them also, you have to respect them and all that. But respecting does not mean that now you don't do anything, you play by their rules, because any man who does not encourage you to accumulate income or to work and earn money, that man is destabilizing you, so that in case something happens to you, you can always depend on him. But what if he's not there? So who will you depend on? So it's very important for the ladies to always think of working. And plus her, she can tell me a little bit of how she convinced her husband that now she has to work. He doesn't have to be worried that she's not at home on time. How did you convince your husband?
Okay. Nilimwelezea.
Okay. I'll tell them. She explained to him.
Nilimwelezea kaa nyumbani. Mimi naenda kufanya kazi, nipate mapato kidogo, nilete kwa meza, tufanye kitu kingine.
She said, she told her husband, if you come home before me, stay and wait for me. Me, I've also gone to fetch some money so that I can bring home some money as well, so that we can help each other.
Alafu nikamfunza mpaka wa leo, nimemfunza akae kwa nyumba aningojee, na amekumbali.
Until now, her husband used to always ask her, where you call her even 10 times whenever he gets at home before her. And now, she actually trained her husband to stay home and wait for her until she goes home, you know. So her husband is used to the idea of, my wife is working, my wife will come home at 8 o'clock, 8:30. So now the husband is used to it.
Alafu saa zingine ananiuliza, leo mke wangu umefanya kazi ngapi?
Yeah, so sometimes the husband comes, okay, when now both of them come back home from work, because they have children, but the children is in school, in boarding school, but it's just her and her husband. So whenever the husband comes home and then she goes home and finds him home, just maybe chilling, watching TV, the husband nowadays just ask her, today how many clients did you have? Like now they have a conversation of things they did at work and stuff like that. It's very nice, Cindy.
Yeah.
So now her husband is used to the fact that my wife goes to work, you know, rather than just my wife is sitting at home. And plus when she's sitting at home, there's a lot of idleness. You find her going matembezi, like she's just walking here and there just to pass time and boredom, you know. She have nothing meaningful to do, you know, but now she's found something meaningful to do. So I think all of us need to sort of do something with our own hands, no matter how little we are earning. So guys, thank you so much for this video. I hope you guys, I think I will be making these frequent videos, and because I want my channel to keep going, right? So I love the fact that at least we can interact. Let me see exactly what you guys are saying. So someone is saying peace queen. Someone is saying Melanin Queen is saying, I had an ex who was filthy rich and wanted me to be a housewife because their family had enough money. I said, hell no. I need my own security. For example, the German guy that I was dating years ago, that guy told me, first of all, to quit work. He can be able to take care of me. And you know, if it is any other typical woman, they'll be like, oh my God, a white man. Because we think white men have money, okay? We rush to them very fast. He was like, come to Germany, come and live with me, la la la. Only for him to change his mind and leave me hanging with no money, no job. I didn't even finish building my house yet. So you have to be very smart. Of course, I said no to him. And I think they don't like independent ladies. They want somebody to be destabilized so that they can depend on them totally. And that is a knack. Narcissist man is the one who don't want you to do anything with your own hands and earn some money, and that is dangerous. Someone is saying it's good so you have something to fall back on in case of some unfortunate event. I told her to work hard, save her money, and buy a piece of land and start developing slowly and slowly. You don't need millions in the bank for you to develop a home here in Kenya. Here in Kenya, we are very fortunate that we can buy a house very less than even 20,000 US dollars is enough to buy you a piece of land. Here we are, you can even pay in installments. Start with 5,000, little by little, you'll have something. So I told her to depend mostly on herself and to rely on her savings, save something for herself as well. Please make a video on Murungi and his current case being exposed. I spoke a little bit about this Murungi, the guy who was I don't want this video to go so long. The guy who was a white guy, who was a criminal in Belgium. He's a Belgian guy, and he is a criminal. He was wanted there for murder and drug charges, drug trafficking and murder. Then he ran to Kenya. Of course, in Kenya, they don't really vet people. So he came to Kenya, came to the coast, and coastal Kenya, and found a small naive girl. A girl who was barely even 20. He was even barely 18. And started dating this woman and showering her with money and probably mistreating her and opening her boot. You know what boot is? Behind, you know, that's behind, because the despicable things that now has come out that this guy was doing to this woman is very despicable. And at the same time, he's a criminal. And a lot of people were talking to this girl and telling her, Be careful of these people, because you know social media people are very smart. They go online and they search somebody and they found out that this guy is actually a wanted criminal in Belgium. And they used to always want this girl. To an extent, this girl went ahead and married this man. Now they were husband and wife, and they were making TikTok. He's called Frank Murungi. They were making TikTok. If you want to go to TikTok, you can Google that name, or even on Google, you can Google Frank Murungi. You can find her with this beautiful, very young, naive girl. And anyway, now the law has catch up with him, and now he's been caught and deported back to his country to go and answer the charges. And now that girl is left hanging, you know, no money, no nothing, you know, because she relied so much on this man. That's why women, you need to teach your girls not to rely on their body for money. You don't say, because I'm beautiful and I have a punami, I will get a man who will marry me simply because of that. Know very well that there are women who are very educated, they are doctors, they are nini, they are everything, and they have money and they are also married. So you have to make sure that also you have something for yourself. Even there are women, ladies who are very young, they believe that married men are the only option for them because they have money. So some of them even find a way to actually even call these married men wives and abuse them and become disrespectful and all that. Remember, these girls have nothing. They have nothing. Even if something happens to this, she's on phone.
Yeah.
So I think women need to be very, very, very smart. Okay. Thank God today the video, the internet has accepted. So my Mary wants to be online. So I'll be making for you guys videos. Yes, people are saying greetings, hello Dosha, how are you? I'm fine, Lillian Carrot, I'm very fine. God is good. God is here with us. So we are very grateful that you guys have liked our videos, have given him thumbs up. When it comes to Rachel Otieno situation, also guys, I spoke to you guys. Women learn to be independent. You have to learn to be dependable, okay? You don't need to be in a relationship to be happy, okay? You need, a man will find you when your life is going on. Don't put things on hold searching for men for validation because you want to be seen coupled up. Even being in wrong relationships just because you want the social media to see you coupled up. Because of this mentality of African women having it since a very, very young girl, that when they are seen with white men, they are actually, people see them as women of value and status. Look at your brain and work on your career. Work on bringing money. Stop chasing after these men who don't give a ish about you. These men don't give an ish about you. When your husband finds you, your husband will find you when already you are established and you're doing something meaningful with your life. Then your husband will respect you, and instead of thinking that you are only digging for gold, okay? So when you're chasing, I think we have to actually figure out our mental space as African women, because we are very much capable. We are more than just being bedded and burning babies around and doing nothing with ourselves much. It's a good thing to be bedded. It's a good thing to have a husband. It's a good thing to all that. But also we have to use our brains, because we are very smart. We are very competent. We are very valuable, and we add value into families. So don't be like the way I saw Mariam Shumate. Nothing happening in her. A man leaves her, moving into a man's house, living in their parents' basement. No money, nothing. Yet you are in a land like USA, where so many Africans go there and get something out of their lives. Then when they leave you, these men leave you, you're desolate. You don't have anything. It's good to look for passport out there, but at the end of the day, you cannot put that passport on the table and give your children a passport to eat. You have to make sure that you are like this, you know, with your brain, you know. So I'm just telling you guys, I know that majority of you who are watching me are very smart, are very established. Hi Ruby, miss you, happy to see you. You are the best. You always have some good points. I live in USA, Lavia. I love you right back, my dear. So I know that there are ladies who are actually breaking their backs out there in the USA. Guys, usually when I open a video that I'm talking, I want to make a very short video, but I have so many things coming into my head. And a lot of girls, now we need to talk about these guys. I think maybe I might make this video after all, but what is happening in Saudi Arabia right now is very despicable. What is happening to our African ladies in Saudi Arabia is very despicable. Those ladies go there with agents to look for house nanny jobs, and they get mistreated so much. Now what they do is these Arabs are actually selling their organs without their consent. So the ladies just go to their bosses take them to the hospital for nothing. Like, just for example, for corona jab, like for the COVID jab, they just lie to them, we are taking you to the hospital to get the COVID jab. When they get to the hospital, guys, they inject them with something that confused them. They sleep them, they anesthetize them, anesthetic, whatnot, numb them, and remove their body organs, and then ship them back home into coffins. These girls are dying, and our government are doing nothing. Nobody, even the Kenyan embassy in Saudi Arabia, is doing nothing. There is opportunity here in Kenya. You don't have to go there, especially with housemaid jobs. You don't have to go there. Find a skill and do it, and then try to do that skill here at home. There is opportunity for everybody to earn money here. So you guys, I wish I could have spoken much about these things, but it's just a sad by the way thing that I felt like I needed to mention. But the video has gone up to 27 minutes, and I didn't want the videos to be, I want at least my videos to be 15 minutes maximum. But I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye.